I love it how I just finished thinking I'm recording a video, but I wasn't. But, okay. So once you have your paper and you're beginning to cut, you want to keep in mind that this hand needs to hold the paper down. And you also need to make sure that when you're coming to cut, that you're not having your thumb within the same trajectory of where, or in the same path as your X-Acto knife. Sometimes you can be using an X-Acto knife and you go to pull, and if you pull too hard, you'll just pull it up. So you want to be careful. Like if your thumb's behind, this could slice my thumb in half. So when you're coming to cut, you can see I've already done two because I thought I was making a video. I've cut out my line, I've cut out my square. Now I'm going to move on to this guy. Okay? So when you're coming to cut, I'm going to place my hand in a way to hold the paper still. And then on the one that I'm doing, I'll keep that 45-degree angle, nice and tight, and then I'm going to press down. Not too hard, not too soft. You'll see that, you hear that kind of crinkly noise, but it cuts pretty evenly. Now when I'm coming down towards my body, I'm going to make sure that thumb's not in the way, and I'm going to go slow. If you go slow, it's going to ensure that you're not going to have one of those mix-ups where all of a sudden you come up and you cut yourself. And then it should just come apart really easily. Now see how this part didn't come apart? No big deal, just gently pull it and then it should pop up. So for this one, it should just fold back. I should have like another little window that I made on the practice paper. Now the next one that's kind of a tough one is this little starburst. So when you're coming to cut with this one, you want to think about just doing the corners. So I'm going to pull in, and when I do that, this should just pop right up, okay? Now, I'll keep going all the way around until that starburst is complete. The next ones that get kind of tough are the curvy ones. So when you're coming to do the curves, you want to just go slow. I also recommend, like this one, I started my curve, I'm going to tilt my paper and move the paper with me, so that way I can make sure that I'm getting that curve. You can see I'll just keep working at it, okay? The idea with the X-Acto knife is to go slow, be cautious, and be safe. When it's time for cleanup, this needs to go back in here. You never want to hand this to anyone, toss it, throw it in any way. These are strong enough that someone could get really hurt, so we want to make sure that we're safe with them at all times, and that we can pick these up and go. So as we're beginning this practice today, I hope that you keep them safe. When this is done, this paper goes into your sketchbook. This is going to be a grade. These little shapes that you cut out, you don't have to keep, you can throw them away, but this needs to go into your sketchbook once it's complete. Cardboard pieces go back into the box, making sure that we have clean up and our room looks nice. So let's get some X-Acto knife started.